That brings us to the foolishness of the week, and something that Sheila O'Malley would also like to see disappear, although it's probably too late for her. She lives near Boston, and she took a temporary seasonal job, the way many of us have in the past. Christmas time comes, there's a lot of seasonal workers that are needed. People think, hey, I'm going to go make some extra money for the holidays, and they take these short-term jobs. Well, Sheila, sadly for her, took her short-term job at UPS. And see, here's the thing. She was forced, in order to get that job, to join the Teamsters Union, which wasn't such a big deal because the Teamsters, knowing how these seasonal jobs worked out a plan by which union dues and initiation fees could be taken out over time, even if they knew that these people wouldn't be in the jobs long enough to pay the big amount off over time. At least they got something. The people got to keep the lion's share of their earnings. Everybody walked away happy. But the Teamsters in this instance, in Local 25, in and around Boston, Massachusetts, decided that they were going to change the rules that they had been operating under and demand all of the fees up front from all of these seasonal employees. And for Sheila, it turned out to be $490, which was almost the entirety of the paycheck that she made in the seasonal job.
Wow.
She got to walk home with how much, Aunt? $14.52. The Teamsters walked away with $490 of her dollars.
Astounding.
So here you go. People wonder why there's a certain kind of hostility towards unions in this day and age, and they point to all the good things that unions might or might not have done in the past and say, well, why aren't unions very important anymore? Here's a perfect case in point. Look at what the union did to a regular worker. Are they looking after her interest? Are they looking after their own interest? And I think very clearly, in this case, they're looking after their own.
Going back to your point about Sears, that whether it provides value or not, this is going to be borne out by whether people buy or don't buy, and you can apply the same argument here. Is Sheila getting $400-odd worth of value from the union? If she is, then there's no need to require her to belong. The only reason you require her to belong is if she's actually not getting that much value.
And that's often why we see mandatory union dues being taken out of people's paychecks. Because who gets to decide whether the union is providing a service that's of value? The union itself.
Yeah.
Shockingly,
they think they're providing value.
Not a big surprise, I guess, when you really sit back and think about it. But Sheila O'Malley is completely out of luck.
Yep.
I think we can believe in our hearts that she's not the only one.